Today we're going to answer the question, does money really buy you happiness? And at the end, I will give out my own opinion. In a recent study by researchers Daniel Kahneman and Matthew Killingsworth, published in a proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, the common belief that happiness plateaus after an income of $75,000 has been challenged. And of course, I can give out my own opinion too, but that's at the end. Make sure to stay tuned for that. So in 2021, Killingsworth said a happiness researcher and a senior fellow at the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School found that happiness does not plateau after $75,000. And that experience, well-being, can continue to rise with income well beyond $200,000. Kahneman and Killingsworth said that their latest study was an adversarial collaboration where they pitted their theories against each other with the help of an arbiter. The latest research adjusted for inflation, and in their study, Kahneman and Killingsworth surveyed 33,391 adults between the ages of 18 and 65 who live in the United States, which are they are employed and have reported a household income at least $10,000 a year. The authors said they lack substantial data for those earnings over $500,000. I mean, go figure, who wants to give out data and be scrutinized for their privacy, in this case, earning how much income and whether happiness or not. So for them to measure their happiness, participants were asked to report on their feelings at random intervals in a day via a smartphone app developed by Killingsworth called Track Your Happiness. Killingsworth said in an email that the data came from repeatedly pinging people at randomly time moments during daily life and asking about their happiness at that moment in real time. Specifically, they were asked, how do you feel right now? On a scale ranging from very bad to very good, he said. The research yielded two major conclusions. First, for most people, higher incomes are associated with greater happiness, even in the higher income range. Second, there is an acceptation for financially well-off but unhappy individuals, for whom more money doesn't significantly boost happiness. So their suffering may diminish up to an income about an average of $100,000, but not beyond that. So their study also noted that happiness varies daily and among individuals, suggesting that degrees of happiness and often a happiness ceiling in this case. So they found that money affects happiness differently based on income, with lower earners benefiting more from increased income if they are unhappy. So based on the study, in conclusion, the study challenges the $75,000 income happiness threshold, showing that on average, more income can lead to increased happiness. However, it acknowledges that happiness is very complex, and money is just one of many factors influencing it. Money may not be the secret to happiness, but it can help contribute positively. How can you spend your money better for happiness? So there are three ways you can technically, quote unquote, buy happiness in this case, according to a happiness expert. Spending money on experiences. For example, invest your money in joyful experiences that you will know will make you feel happier. Like, for example, going to a concert and to see your favorite artist, or you can plan a vacation somewhere you always wanted to go. I'm pretty sure everyone watching here has somewhere they want to go. This also brings it down to buying time. This is a lot of things that a lot of people overlook, including myself. If you pay someone to do something time consuming that you don't like to do, like, for example, cutting your yard. Most people who are in California or places that are not very dry, that rain a lot, they'll understand that cutting a yard or maintenance in a yard is mandatory in this case. And don't waste things or don't waste time in this instance when you gain on unpleasant things like doom scrolling on social media. You can gain a happiness boost by spending those extra hours with others in this case. So by a person by Brooks, he wrote that give money away to help others, donating your money to support a great cause or using your money to help another person can also lead to a boost in feeling good, in this case happiness. So chemicals such as serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, according to the Cleveland Clinic's health blog, the key factor connecting all those approaches is other people. If you buy an experience, whether it'll be a vacation or just like a dining out, you can raise your happiness if you share it with someone you love. Broads wrote in The Atlantic. So, anyone who acquires money can use it to buy some happiness and do a little self-improvement in the process. If we don't have much, we can spend any extra cash on removing some of the stressors in our daily lives. So, based on this article and what people say and a lot of what other personal finance YouTubers say, money doesn't buy you happiness, I personally beg to differ. In this case, money in America can actually lead to a lot of things that can make you happy. As they mentioned article, of course, you can get rid of all the minute tasks. They never mentioned that when you have, or you can put it this way, if you think of America's medical or healthcare system compared to Canada and Europe, when you get sick or someone of your family members have to pay for that medical bill when they go to the hospital on some fortunate life circumstances, when that bill comes in, think about it. If you don't have money versus if you had income. If you had money, you want to take care of that in a heartbeat. You want to be in debt. That's a definition of basically buying happiness. And of course, there isn't the argument of why it's the government supported, but this is life and things always occur in life whether we can control it or not. And another way, personally in my opinion, that I'm pretty sure everyone here who watches my videos and clicks the subscribe button down below has goals in what they do in life. That's why you watch my channel and want to improve on your personal finance. And those goals, when you achieve those goals, it creates a dopamine. And that dopamine in general makes you happy and you always want to improve on yourself. So starting a business, maybe getting your family members a dream car, dream house, anything they really want in life, or something that's very difficult, a lot of people cannot obtain, that's another way to boost happiness. Money can buy you happiness. It depends how you spend it. And also lifestyle creep. A lot of people said they don't care about their lifestyle, they just want to live it normally. But in reality is dopamine that always continues to change. If you do something, the same thing too many times, it gets boring. The dopamine hits that level where there's no change. When there's no change, you don't feel happy. It's for example, drug dealers. Why do you have to continue taking more drugs to feel that high? It's the same thing that goes on with dopamine. So in this case, you always want to make improvements to yourself. When you want to make more money, you always want to use that money for something different. Use it for something more positive, using something that makes you happy. When you generate more positivity around you, it comes back to give it back to you. And in this case, is clicking the subscribe button down below and a like button. And I hope you guys have a nice day. I'll see you guys in my next video.